he told me he should have saw this coming with Cassie and the way he treated women when he slapped his mother. And I was like, he did what?
She ain't sitting in the house playing, outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care. Real. It's my dog, I want to live life.
Hey everyone, get ready for a wild ride because the Diddy story is even crazier than we thought. Jaguar Wright is dropping some shocking claims, saying Diddy's been in trouble for a long time. She believes Diddy suffered physical and mental mistreatment from his mom when he was a child, which might explain why he's treated women badly. Jaguar also describes a very strange and close relationship between Diddy and his mom, claiming she helps him hide his true self and even encourages his bad behavior towards women. But that's not all. New accusations are coming out about Diddy's relationship with his mom. His former bodyguard, Gene Deal, recently revealed that Diddy allegedly even hurt his own mother, just like he did to his other victims. This drama is on another level. Did his mom really leak the Cassie video to CNN? It's hard to believe, but the rumors are flying. And did she play a role in turning Diddy into who he is today? We're going to dig deep into this saga.
Don't you remember when I told you when he cussed his mother out? And I think it was even that, Kurt. When we was getting in the limousine, he cussed his mother out. He told his mother to stay out of his mofo business. And I told him, man, you ever talk to your mother? You remember that situation? He said, yeah.
It seems like we're finally getting a clear picture of why he behaves the way he does. And let me tell you, it's pretty disturbing. For a long time, Diddy has been trying really hard to convince us that he's not the bad guy we think he is. But with the latest revelations, it's getting harder for him to deny his actions. The big news started last November when Cassie, who was in a relationship with Diddy for 11 years, filed a lawsuit against him. She bravely came forward and accused Diddy of treating her terribly throughout their time together. Honestly, calling it a relationship doesn't seem right. It was more like a hostage situation. Cassie tried to leave him many times, but Diddy kept her under his control and wouldn't let her go. Cassie and Diddy began dating when she was just 19 years old, while Diddy was well into his 30s. That big age difference was a huge red flag from the start. It's troubling to think about how a young woman like Cassie was caught in such a controlling situation with someone much older and more powerful. It gets even more shocking when you realize that Cassie was signed to Diddy's label Bad Boy Records. Not only was he significantly older, but he was also her boss, which made the situation even more problematic. Age gap relationships can sometimes work, but this one was a complete disaster. As mentioned, it felt more like a hostage situation than a real relationship. Cassie's lawsuit exposes the terrible ways Diddy mistreated her, showing her constant unhappiness and pain throughout their time together. The court documents are over 30 pages long and even have a trigger warning on the first page. If you're familiar with court documents, you know they can be full of shocking details. So it's incredible that officials found Cassie's descriptions of Diddy's behavior so disturbing that they needed a trigger warning. And believe me, the warning was absolutely necessary given the distressing content. The lawsuit reveals some truly horrifying details. According to the court documents, Diddy SA'd Cassie in her own home after she tried to leave him. It described how he often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on her, leaving her with bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding. He forced her to engage in intimate acts with male Essex workers while he watched and filmed the encounters. He even made her carry his firearm in her purse just to intimidate her and show how dangerous he could be. It gets even more jaw-dropping when you learn that Diddy not only subjected Miss Ventura to physical mistreatment, but also introduced her to a lifestyle of excessive drinking and substance use. He even demanded that she obtain illegal prescriptions to feed his own addictions. The lawsuit also brought to light instances where Diddy would fly into a rage over minor issues. One such incident occurred after a party with Jay-Z. According to the lawsuit, Diddy repeatedly attacked Miss Ventura in their Escalade, unleashing a barrage of kicks and punches. He even forced her out of the vehicle onto Fifth Avenue in New York City. Despite her injuries, she managed to hail a cab and escape to her apartment in Manhattan. Another disturbing episode unfolded when Diddy became enraged at Miss Ventura for networking with a music producer at a nightclub, hoping to advance her career. Diddy's fury boiled over as he mercilessly hurt her, shoving her into a corner of the vehicle and brutally stomping on her face. Even upon reaching Diddy's residence, Ms. Ventura's attempts to flee were met with further mistreatment as Diddy pursued her, delivering more kicks to her already battered face. The scene was so traumatic that Ms. Ventura was left vomiting in Diddy's home, a chilling aftermath of the brutality she endured. On top of physically harming her, Diddy went to extraordinary lengths to control Cassie and shield his disturbing behavior from the public eye. He was hell-bent on preserving his image, hiding the true nature of his character behind closed doors. The mistreatment inflicted upon Cassie was so severe that it led to memory issues, yet even this didn't deter him. According to documents, Mr. Combs took invasive measures to monitor Cassie's health, including having her medical records sent directly to his email. For instance, when Cassie began experiencing memory loss, possibly from substance use or head injuries caused by Diddy's beatings, her MRI results were forwarded straight to him. Furthermore, he arranged for his staff to chauffeur Cassie to specific doctor's appointments, ensuring he remained in control of her health and well-being. But Cassie wasn't the only woman to suffer at Diddy's hands. Each of his ex-partners endured similar mistreatment. It's not just about his notorious infidelity, it's the physically disturbing activities that stand out. Take, for example, his relationship with his first baby mama, Misa Hilton. Diddy displayed extreme brutality towards her, reacting with aggression even over the smallest of issues. Shockingly, Diddy didn't confine his disturbing nature to private settings. He wasn't afraid to lash out in public. His former bodyguard, Gene Deal, recalled a particularly harrowing incident where Diddy unleashed a brutal attack on Misa. It was so savage that she sought refuge under a car, desperate to escape Diddy.
Puff beat up till she got up under the... Beat her literally till she tried to run up under the car. Wow.
Imagine how desperate Misa must have felt to try to hide under a car just to escape Diddy's alarming attacks. And that's just the beginning of the horror. Despite being the one who was unfaithful and aggressive, Diddy cruelly denied being the father of their son, Justin, all to inflict more pain on her. But wait, there's more. Kim Porter, the mother of his 4 kids, faced similar torment. Diddy often hit her, leaving bruises all over her face and body. In one argument, things got so bad that he even broke her nose. There's even a story from 2005 about an incident where Kim ended up with a broken nose after an argument on Diddy's yacht in Saint-Tropez. He flew in a plastic surgeon to fix it, but Kim claims she hurt herself by accidentally hitting her nose on a table.
Then you hear about the fact that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht? Let's say allegedly, but it was told by people in her camp that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht.
But Diddy's mistreatment of Kim didn't stop there. Shockingly, there are allegations that he forced her to do incredibly degrading things, like licking Cassie's used tampon. It's a whole new level of evil. And to add context, there was a time when Kim and Cassie were both in Diddy's life, with Cassie being kept on the side. But remember, Cassie was also a victim here, and none of this was her fault. Kim and Diddy's relationship was rocky, to say the least. During one of their breaks, Kim started seeing a man named Shakir Stewart. When Diddy found out, he completely lost it. He tracked down Shakir to his hotel and, without any security, brutally beat him up. As if things couldn't get any worse, Shakir was tragically found dead in his home from gunshot wounds. It was officially ruled as a suicide, but many doubted this conclusion, suspecting that Diddy might have played a role. This suspicion echoed Cassie's shocking revelation about how Diddy allegedly exploded Kid Cudi's car when he learned that Cassie was involved with Cudi during a break from their relationship. But the story doesn't end there. Kim started fighting back against Diddy's behavior. Gene Deal recounted a particular night at Kim's house on 110th Street when Diddy tried to harm her. Kim defended herself fiercely, using a kitchen tool to injure Diddy's wrist severely. He had to be rushed to St. Luke's Hospital to treat the injury. But that's not all. Another girlfriend, Gina H., came forward, shedding light on Diddy's mistreatment of her.
Stomped on my stomach, really hard, and I took the wind out of my breath. I couldn't breathe, and he kept hitting me, and I was pleading to him, can you stop? I can't breathe.
Additionally, let's not overlook the other 3 women who stepped forward with lawsuits against Diddy, alleging SA dating back to the early 90s. Back then, Diddy wasn't the celebrity or wealthy figure he is today. which underscores that his mistreatment of women wasn't driven by fame or money. Some speculated that fame and wealth may have fueled his behavior, but these incidents predate his rise to prominence. One of these women, Joy Dickerson Neal, bravely spoke out after Cassie. She claimed that Diddy spiked her drink and essayed her. According to her lawsuit, despite initially refusing his advances due to his reputation of mistreating women, she eventually agreed to a date. However, things took a dark turn. Reports allege that Diddy intentionally intoxicated Dickerson Neal, leaving her incapacitated. She recounted leaving her drink unattended with him at a restaurant, after which she was unable to stand or walk. Under alleged pressure from Diddy, she took substances and was taken to a place where she was intimately attacked. Shockingly, she had revealed in the lawsuit that Diddy had filmed the disturbing activity and shared it. Adding to the gravity of the situation, another male friend named Devontae Swing, a member of the 90s R&B group Jodeci, reportedly viewed the video, but fear of reprisal from Diddy kept him silent. This is just one instance highlighting the widespread fear and intimidation surrounding Diddy's actions. In addition to Dickerson Neal's account, a third woman identified as Jane Doe accused Diddy and singer Aaron Hall of intoxicating her and her friend at an industry event. According to Jane Doe, both she and her friend were essayed by Diddy and Hall after becoming intoxicated. She bravely came forward to share her experience. Jane Doe described how Aaron and Diddy seemed charming throughout the night, offering drinks and being engaging. Afterwards, they invited the women to an after party at Aaron's place. While at Hall's apartment, Jane Doe was offered more drinks and felt pressured into being intimate with Diddy. Feeling shocked and traumatized afterward, she tried to get dressed, but Hall allegedly barged into the room, pinned her down, and forced her to do oral activities to the point that she thought she was choking and couldn't breathe. It's clear by now that Diddy's behavior towards women raises serious concerns. Despite being a father to 4 daughters, he inflicts harm on other people's daughters, which is difficult to comprehend. Many believe he should face consequences for his actions. But Jaguar Wright offers a different perspective on Diddy's behavior, suggesting that his hostility towards women might come from his upbringing, particularly his mother's alleged mistreatment during his childhood. Initially, there were speculations about the root cause of his actions, with some suggesting he was essayed by Clive Davis and Andre Harrell during his early days in the industry. Diddy began his career journey as an intern at Uptown Records under the guidance of Andre Harrell. Andre, who had been mentored by the renowned Clive Davis, closely collaborated with Diddy during their professional relationship. There were rumors circulating that Andre may have groomed and essayed Diddy during this time, suggesting a troubling dynamic between them. Speculations even arose about Diddy possibly being Andre's boy toy during their association, with alleged connections to Clive Davis, the esteemed CEO of Columbia Records and Arista Records. Interestingly, despite Andre's successful track record, Clive Davis terminated his employment. However, Andre played a significant role in helping Diddy establish Bad Boy Records. This decision appeared puzzling, especially considering Andre's established success compared to Diddy, who initially started as an intern. It raises questions, particularly given Diddy's involvement in a major music event that ended tragically with 9 deaths. Jaguar Wright even hinted at a potentially complex relationship between Andre and Clive, suggesting that Andre may have been Clive's boy toy.
He loves the ability to manipulate and control people. Why? Most likely because he was victimized by his mentor, who loved to control people.
And his mentor was
Andre Harrell.
Tell us how
who was mentored by Clive Davis.
Initially, there was talk that Clive and Andre might have played a big role in shaping Diddy's behavior, but it later turned out that Diddy's issues existed before he even stepped into the music scene. So putting all the blame on Andre and Clive isn't entirely fair. Well, not completely anyway. Now, Jaguar Wright is speaking up with a different take. She suggests that the real reason behind Diddy's behavior goes back to his mom. According to Jaguar, Diddy's mother exposed him to inappropriate stuff from a young age, which she believes is a big reason for his questionable behavior towards women. Recently, a video of Diddy and his mom has been going around stirring up conversations about its unsettling vibe.
Mom freshly dipped though. Yeah, my mom's single. Yeah, for real. Mom do know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing. Outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care. For real. It's my dog, you know, I want to live life. Be out here moving and grooving. So my mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
That's right.
Yeah, it's definitely creepy on so many levels. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong for a mother and son to be close, but some fans think they take it way too far. Loving each other is one thing, but kissing on the lips and hitting up strip clubs together? That's a whole other level that needs some serious unpacking. And what's with Diddy showing off his mom's body like that? Additionally, did anyone else notice those white nails? Cassie mentioned he had a thing for them during intimate moments, and now Jaguar is suggesting he might have picked up that preference from his mom, allegedly. It's just one big mess, but it fits with what people have been saying. I mean, to be this messed up, something had to have happened in childhood. From the very start, Diddy vehemently denied ever hitting Cassie or any other woman. But alongside his long list of alleged offenses, he's also proven to be a compulsive liar. Interestingly, Cassie referenced this incident in her lawsuit. According to the court documents, in March 2016, at the Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, Los Angeles, Diddy became extremely intoxicated and punched Cassie in the face, giving her a black eye. After he fell asleep, Cassie tried to leave the hotel room, but as she exited, Diddy woke up and began yelling at her. He followed her into the hallway, grabbing at her and throwing glass vases, causing glass to crash around them as she ran for the elevator to escape. According to Gene Deal, Diddy's disturbing pattern of behavior towards women didn't stop with his girlfriends. He allegedly even put hands on his own mother during a tough time when the City College tragedy was happening. When Diddy was on a suicide watch, Gene Deal expressed regrets, saying he should have seen it coming based on how Diddy treated women. He mentioned an incident where Diddy slapped his own mother, which shocked Gene. The bodyguard even admitted he didn't initially realize the severity, thinking it was just because of the tragedy, but later understood it was a pattern. Gene Deal recalled another incident when Diddy cursed at his mother, telling her to stay out of his business.
When we was getting in the limousine, he cussed his mother out. He told his mother to stay out of his mofo business.
The revelation about Diddy's altercation with his mother sheds new light on his character and upbringing. It raises questions about the environment in which he was raised and the factors that may have contributed to his alarming tendencies. While it doesn't excuse his behavior, it adds another layer to the complexity of the situation. Fans' reactions reflect a mix of outrage, sadness, and disbelief. Many feel that prison is too lenient a punishment for someone who has inflicted so much pain and suffering on others. They express solidarity with Cassie and empathy for the trauma she endured, knowing that no one should have experienced such mistreatment. The widespread condemnation of Diddy's actions underscore the importance of holding individuals accountable for their behavior regardless of their fame or influence. It's a sobering reminder of the power dynamics at play and the responsibility that comes with it. Overall, the case serves as a stark reminder of the prevalence of DV and the urgent need for greater awareness, education, and support for victims. It's a call to action for society to do better in recognizing and addressing this kind of behavior, ensuring that perpetrators are held accountable and that victims receive the help and support they need to heal. But considering the twisted world of fame and power, speaking out against someone like Diddy wasn't just risky, it could have been downright deadly. With his web of connections and influence, Diddy could have easily silenced anyone who dared challenge him back then. But the plot thickens when you consider that Diddy's alleged mistreatment wasn't just confined to his romantic partners. Shockingly, even his own employees and budding artists fell victim to his manipulative and disturbing behavior. Ultimately, the question remains, did Diddy's mother play a role in shaping his twisted behavior? Was he a product of his upbringing, influenced by the environment in which he was raised? It's a topic ripe for debate, with opinions split on whether family dynamics can truly mold someone into a disturbing human being. What's clear is that the saga of Diddy's alleged misconduct is far from over. With each new revelation, the picture of his depravity becomes clearer, leaving many wondering how deep the rabbit hole truly goes. So what's your take on all of this? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more jaw-dropping updates on the Diddy drama you never knew you needed.